Good morning and thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning.
Yes, you look bright and early. So let's begin with the major headline on the front page of the Vanguard. NNPCL Dangote. It's a saga, yeah? Fresh dispute emerges over supply volume. Now, let's just summarize this whole tussle between Dangote and the NNPCL. What's your take?
Political game.
Aha.
An economic game. Political and economic game.
Okay.
Self-interest and greed from people. You know, we have a system whereby we now have a lack of shame. Let me add that one to it. From the national, the NNPCL. Lack of shame in the sense that, look, NNPCL should be in the same position with the Dangote refinery now, as I speak, because they are supposed to be also, they are also, what's it called, a player, not regulated any longer, we don't know. And rather than be competing with Dangote, they want to become a Dangote's agent and distributor, which they have been now. So, and the lack of accountability and lack of transparency that has brought down the refineries we have in Nigeria and the businesses of NNPCL is what they are trying to introduce here now. So we need to, there is no accountability, there is no transparency, and that has been our major problem. It is not the subsidy itself that is our problem at that time. The problem is lack of accountability and transparency. And I think that is what is happening here now. How can you, when you want to load, or how can you be arguing on the number of, what's it called, that has been given to you? Is there no record? Who is taking the note of it? Well, what happened? How did they get it done? So it's about, you see, this Dangote of a tin refinery is bringing problem to some people, particularly those who are making money from our refining abroad. And that's why our refineries are not working. They are making more money. Some of them have refineries abroad, according to them. They were the ones that are saying it by themselves. Some of them have refineries abroad. Some of them have partners abroad who have a refinery. And some of them have business abroad where this refinery will give them money. And you also recall that when you, according to the experts, that when you refine a product, that is crude, it's not only fuel that you get from it. There are about other 11 or so products. We've never seen the outcome of these other products. We don't know what is happening to them. We don't know who and who are taking them. Now that we are going to be refining in Nigeria, and Dangote will be the one doing it by himself, those area where benefit will come from those in NNPCL or those who are in charge of importing fuel may be blocked. And that's why they are trying to make sure that, look, all efforts are done to be able to make Dangote not see the light of the day. I don't envy Dangote because he's bringing a business that some people, majority of them will not be in support. Even though some of them are also part of the business of Dangote. Dangote refinery is not owned by him alone. I'm not unofficially. I know there are people who will have invested in that business, and they will also be expecting the results. For me, it's sad and unfortunate that we're having this up and down and front and back in this refinery of the thing. It's a shame as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Barrister Tunji Abdulhameed, still related to the Dangote and NNPCL tussle. It says here, fuel subsidy removal and others can pose risks to external reserves. This is coming directly from the Central Bank of Nigeria. What's your thought on this statement?
Well, let me hear you right.
Fuel subsidy removal, yes, and others can pose risks to external reserves. This is a statement boldly made from Central Bank of Nigeria. What's your thought on this?
Are you sure that statement is confirmed that it's from CBN?
Yes, it is.
Because if so, if that is correct, that is sad and unfortunate. It shows that there is no synergy on the policy of government, and it speaks to the fact that, look, the subsidy removal policy was not well thought out. Otherwise, this kind of statement would not come from the CBN of Nigeria, who was part of the economic team of who is part of the economic team of the president, or who was even a part of the president by the time the president removed subsidy without consulting anybody. So for me, I think that will not be in line with the interest of the president if that is true, because the president singularly pronounced that subsidy is done, and I believe he will have consulted with his caucus. He knows all these people. The CBN governor today was with one of the right-hand man of the president, right-hand men of the president, and he must be aware or they must have been probably by chance know that this was, and even if it's not, he was not aware. By the time he came into office, what advice did he give to the president regarding this? Did he inform the president of these consequences that he's telling us now? What is of what benefit is this information to us? Should it not be information that should be given to the president and consider and find a way of introducing policy that will not make it so? So these are the kind of things that we have in our country. We have a country where those who have in authority don't put through their thoughts together before bringing it out to the public. I think for me, it's unfortunate if truly this is coming from the CBN. I would not be surprised if there's a fraction of this segment.
Now, which brings me to another question I'd like to ask you, your personal opinion on this. Now, with what you've said, and with what NNPC is doing, wanting to be the sole buyer and distributor of, can't we say, or would you say that they are trying to subsidize fuel for Nigerians?
It may look so, but it's not so. They are trying to protect their personal interests, in my own opinion.
Yeah,
protecting their personal interests and protecting their failure. Because without subsidy, without fuel importation, NNPC may not have another job to do.
Yeah.
And without having any fuel, they may not have any other job to do. Because the major job they have is our refinery, and it's not working, and it's not been working. And since our refinery was not working, they've been importing. And now that if we're not going out to import again, and that we're buying from Dangote, they will have little to do. So for them to have more job and more money and more interest, they need to put themselves as agents or distributor of Dangote refinery, which is unfortunate. We have been told the market forces will determine this thing. Dangote is the owner of his business. It's a private business. Why not allow the man to do his business the way he wants to do it? Why not give him the free hand so that anybody who wants to buy can go to him and then they can negotiate in their own terms and buy the way they want to buy. Now that if NNPC is buying now, NNPC will sell to the marketers. The marketer will have their own. NNPC will have his own. Even though NNPC will tell us they are putting subsidy or they are doing the which one adjective, either the coffee or the recovery or whatever they want to call it, because they will do that. So we are trying to create layers of what's it called, middlemen, which make it a bit more difficult for us to get. For me, I think I do not expect that NNPC will be fighting to become an agent or distributor of a Dangote. But it appears so now, even though they are denying it, that the Dangote can sell to anybody who wants to sell. But indirectly, they've cornered the distributorship of the Dangote refineries products.
All right, now, last question. It's good that you're a legal practitioner. So this question is directly to you from your own legal point of view. Are we, first of all, the first question, are we operating a deregulated market? And if yes, does it make what NNPC is doing or planning to do legal or illegal?
Are you aware that the regulation you are talking about is about economy, not law? So if I'm not able to meet your design.
Fair enough.
Barrister, that was a very smart comeback. Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, you talked about NNPC having just one job to do. You remember that in the past, not too long ago, there were allegations of Kyari and some employees of the NNPC owning a blending plant in Malta, which of course they denied. But let me draw your attention to a couple of headlines on the front page of the Vanguard, right? They are related, so I want you to really take a look at them. General Abdulhameed to the federal government, he's saying situation is bad. Listen to Nigerians. He's talking to the president. And then right beside that, you have this one, a subtitle, Insecurity. You can end banditry now. T.Y. Danjuma tasks service chiefs. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo recently visited Minna in Niger State to visit IBB, Abdulhameed, and so these are elder statesmen coming together. And OBJ talked a little bit after the meeting. He said it might have to do with the state of the nation, right? So our past leaders are coming together to say, guys, we can't sit back and watch Nigeria disintegrate. What's your take on this?
With due respect to the past leaders, I think they are one of our problems. Because if you recall, about a few weeks ago, the same set of people are the one who passed a vote of confidence on the president.
Yes.
So when they see the president, they don't tell them the truth. When they outside the office of the president's focus, they start speaking or they start writing. So the problem we have is that these leaders will not speak where they are supposed to speak the truth. But if they are now rethinking, or they look after looking at the issue again, they now realize that they are asking for the land. I think it's good for them. But talking or speaking or writing or whatever will not solve the problem. We all need to take action. I will not need to speak to the power. Whenever they see president, they have access to the president. Why can't they be telling this? So until they want to open up and say, look, Oga, we are not enjoying this government at this country is going down. Probably that is when the president will know or realize that things are bad. Because you come today, give a vote of confidence. Tomorrow you say the economic is hard, except those who are in government or those who are stealing our money. The economy is, I don't even know what to qualify it. It's more than bad. It's never been bad like this. The situation is those who are car owners, average car owners. Some of them are now bicycle or not even. They don't even have bicycle. Some of them cannot even ride their car again. It's been parked, and it should not be a joy for government to have the citizens not be able to meet their needs. Government is empowered to ensure citizens are well taken care of and the welfare are taken care of. So, and if some people want to compare and say in other countries people don't use their car anyhow, those countries are not Nigeria. In those countries they have alternatives. They have if you want to go out, you know when to go out, and you know that you are sure of getting a good ride to take you to wherever you are. In Nigeria, you are not sure when you leave bus stop. If you don't carry your car, you may not even get anyone anywhere to go again. You may even be there for hours or 5 hours, and you not. So for me, I think except we are doing ourselves, things are bad. Even though the president is telling we should fuck about it, and they will bring it down. We have been fuck about it, and then the thing has been going up. So I think the president should know now that this fuck about it is not working. It's only working for those in government.
What's fuck about it?
Fuck on ballet.
Fuck on ballet.
Rest assured.
The president white campaign told us that they've increased the pump price of fuel. They've changed naira. Go and relax. I'll bring it down when I get there. And the president is there now. Everything is going up. The pump price is going up. It's not coming down. And I've been told that that's what we need to survive. Government is in place not to make people suffer. Government is in place to help the circumstance situation of the people. You can't say we should just relax. That you at the end of there will be light at the end of the tunnel. When we can't even see the tunnel. You can't see the tunnel to enter. You are expecting light. Where are you going to see? The Friday that will be sweet. You know from Thursday. The situation on ground today now is not palatable. People are for you to buy. You can see we are just starting. I'm telling you.
We are just starting.
We are just starting. We have not even started. We were buying fare for 600 naira. You see the asset we are into. Now you'll be buying for over 1,000 naira, except those in Lagos. You can see how good of cost. It will definitely affect the price of commodities and goods. There's no way it will not affect. So many people, if you are filling your car with 50K before, be expecting 400K. And that, if you are in Lagos, that will take you like a week. How much is your salary? How much are you earning? Except those who are stealing money. You cannot survive in that kind of environment. So the situation is bad. And I thank God those who are supposed to speak are speaking out, but they're not speaking at the right place and at the right time. They don't speak to the right people. If they know this is bad, they have access to the president. Let them go and talk to him. Let them tell him the truth. Let them pass vote of confidence, and thereafter go back a week after or 2 weeks after and start saying because I know the former head of state, with due respect, was part of the meeting where vote of confidence was passed on the president. Yeah, the one Nigerians are complaining.
You know, we need to wrap up. We need to wrap up before my colleague Olumide comes in. Just to let you know, though, that's photo op we saw. The former president that passed the vote of confidence was former President Goodluck Jonathan and former President Muhammadu Buhari. I didn't see OBJ or IBB or Abdulhameed.
No, he was online. He attended a meeting online.
Okay. Oh, online.
The former president, the only president that was not, the president of Africa was not there. The president was not there. The president, the head of state Abdulsalam was there.
Okay.
He was on scene.
All right, Barrister Abdulhameed, if I may come in less than a minute, I'd like you to, as much as possible, package the answer for this question. Now, let's look at Edo governorship poll. 35,000 police officers are being deployed there. That is excluding the ones that are already there. That is excluding the military, the civil defense, the EFCC that has now been deployed there as a backup. Any concerns about this governorship poll?
The concern is just to show that our election is war. Otherwise, if it's not riot, if it's not election is not war, we won't have the kind of number of police. Even where we have banditry and whatever, we can't. The police is not deployed at 5,000 police officers to go and man the place. And at the end of the day, my concern is that at the end of the day, these police will not see the impact of these 35,000 police men, because you will see people carrying doing manipulation, doing this and that, and the police, nothing will happen, and nobody will be arrested. So for me, it's just a way of as a means of getting money by the police. In other words, when you say you have absolute number of police, you cater for them by part of the allowance. The allowance will go for 35,000 naira, even though they may be a 35 member, even though they may be 10,000. So it's a part of the corruption we're talking about in Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned. In quotes, it may likely be that. So for me, it should not be. It's a concern. We are having an election and we are having 35,000 police officers. What are you doing? Are we going to work? You do not even deploy 35,000 to Zamfara. You do not deploy 35,000 to Sambisa. You do not deploy 35,000 to where there are crises. Yet you see a crisis during the election. It's unfortunate that we are in this situation. Apart from 35,000 policemen, there are military officers about 8,000 or so, and other security agencies. So we are having about 40,000 plus security agencies, men of security or uniform, manning the election. What is it? Are we fighting war?
All right, Barrister Tunji Abdulhameed, you have been brilliant. We do appreciate your thoughts. Very insightful, very impactful. And of course, we will expect you another time. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure to be with you anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.